Yo, 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 what's going on, world? It's your man, still with the juice. And guess what? I'm back with another video. But first thing first, I need y'all to subscribe, hit that thumbs up, because I already know you're going to love this video. And hit that notification bell, because content is coming. Another thing, after y'all do that, before I get in this video, I want to let y'all know I'm about to tell y'all some real shit. So, just know it's about to be on and popping. Furthermore, I need y'all to pardon my fucking French, as the hoodie say. I'm gonna leave the link description down below where you get one of these as well. So let's get into it. I know why y'all here. Y'all want to know how I lost 80 pounds in 6 months. Well, first thing first, let me tell you how to prepare for it. Wait, let's not do that yet. Let me tell you something you can't prepare for. There's no preparation for it. So in the middle of your weight loss journey, you're going to start feeling good. Your vibes is going to be different. You're going to start gaining confidence that you never had before, which is kind of like what's happening to me. So in the midst of that, in your feel good vibe day, you're going to have this moment where you think about all the nut shit you may have done, or all the people you may have hurt, because at the time you're not loving yourself, or I'm not loving myself. So in the midst of all that, be prepared for that, and when it happens, there's nothing you can do. Understand you not loving yourself and you dealing with a sickness, because let's be real, obesity, being overweight, is a sickness, and all that can affect you mentally, and it's a big problem. So I say that because me being overweight, it had me lash out at the people that love me the most. It had me always mad. It always had me upset. I'm never smiling, or whatever the case may be. And you're dealing with identity crisis because you don't know who you are as a person. So when that happened, after you're done cussing out all your loved ones and they trying to help you out, whatever the case may be, just know they don't have to be receptive of the person you are becoming. They don't have to be receptive of the new you, because you already hurt them. And at the same time, they're dealing with their own shit. So that's the hurt piece. Also, the flip side of that, when your people know you and they know you don't mean no harm, then it's kind of like, okay, it's like your flaws and you being upset with yourself is like, take it with a grain of salt. So listen, with all that being said, all you could do is pray for forgiveness, and also pray for yourself, and just make sure you do better the next time around, because right now I'm feeling good. 3 years ago it wasn't like that. Like I said, I was cussing out my brothers, cussing out my parents, cussing out my friends, and they looking at me like, boy, what is you on? And the whole time I'm just hating myself. I'm sick, I'm messed up, there's nothing I can do. Well, scratch that. It's not that there's nothing I can do. I can't get out my own head to do what it is I want to do. So definitely, when that happens, understand you just gotta soak it up, and just live in the moment. Appreciate your fuck ups, appreciate your flaws, because I'm one flawed human being, for sure, and so is everyone else. But so after you're done doing that, we gotta get started on the progression of your 6 months to lose 80 pounds. And I'm kind of like glad that the way my 80-pound loss look, I don't have like a 6-pack or nothing like that. Like, you can see a little definition or whatever, but it don't look like I lost 80 pounds. But I was 375 and I'm 295 now. So to start your journey, right, I need y'all to do this mentally. I need you to take 2 weeks to yourself. And in that 2 weeks, don't do nothing. If you got PTO time at your job, whatever, take off 2 weeks. And that 2 weeks, you need to get to learn yourself. Like I said, for me, I was dealing with identity crisis because I didn't know who I was or who it is I wanted to be. But now it's like, I know exactly what I want to be. I know exactly what I want to do. I know I'm a person, I'm a creative person. I know I like colors. I like the way things move. Like, I'm into art. That's my thing. That's always been my thing. So Now I'm just embracing it more. But back to the 2 weeks. In these 2 weeks, you have to get to learn yourself. You have to know your strengths and your weaknesses. You have to know what you're willing to accept and willing to decline. That way, when you're back to the world and you're back to dealing with people, you already know what you're going to put up with because you know what you're not going to put up with from yourself. So that's why the 2 weeks is important. And during this 2 weeks, try to cut out like all the pleasures, sex, gambling, drinking, social outings. Just try to cut it out. Like really take time to get to know yourself. It probably take longer than 2 weeks. Sometimes it take a day, and that's okay. So after you do all that, now we can start the 6 months. Like I said, my 6 months I did it without a gym. I didn't need a gym. You know, COVID is going on. It's during the pandemic. But you might need a gym or whatever. You might need to be around people that's on the same type time as you. For me, I don't believe in trainers. If you want to get a trainer, that's up to you. But listen, YouTube tell you everything. So after all that, I'm about to break this down in 3 parts. It's 90% mental, 8% diet, 2% physical. I'm about to tell you all. First, let's start with the mental aspect of the 6 months. First thing first you need to do is get a journal. You need a journal. I have a very cool journal. It's called the best journal ever. It's super dope. I love this. It has like this thing where you have to list 3 great things you have done before your first journal entry and 30, 60, 90-day self-reflections and all that. That one's not open yet because I actually just got that from one of my friends. But yeah, I'm going to leave a link description for that as well. It's like $22 or whatever. But definitely get a journal and use it every day. It's a lifesaver. 2, get some good reading material. Now for me, my brother and I were doing like the Nipsey Hussle book challenge. I'm on Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I don't know why it's taking me so long to read it. Like I've been reading it for like the last 2 weeks. Like 1 chapter a day damn near. But I'm definitely BSing with that John. But I just finished this book called The Nickel Boys. Definitely get that. I might leave the link description for that as well. 3rd, you have to figure out something that's going to get you through your day. So just try to think of one or a few good things to get you through your day. Like for me, when I'm having a bad day, I try to think about like certain stuff that I used to do with my family or how my niece and nephews make me feel. So I would think about how when I was young, me and my mom would just play cards all the time. We would order food and play cards. At this time, I don't even know where my brother's at. I don't even know where my father is. It's just my mother and I. We just playing cards. Or how when I was younger, when I was 10, mind you, my older brother, he just started high school. So I got to catch the bus home by myself. My father, he used to ride his bike to work. So what I used to do is I used to get on the bus, sit on the same seat, and as he ride his bike, I would knock on the window so he know I'm on my way home, and he just always wave. So that's definitely something I think about all the time. Sorry if my voice cracking, I'm getting a little emotional, but I'm tighten up though. Another thing I would think about is how me and my little brother, we used to make like a Christmas list, and we played curveball too. Like he had like 2 straight summers of being a curveball king. We just played like 2 months ago. I beat him, so you know, older brother rules. Probably when my older brother, my first fight he was at, and just hearing him cheer me on. Mind you, this boy I was fighting, he's way bigger than me, but I whooped his ass, something severely. Think about stuff like that all the time. What else? Oh, damn, my nephew, my niece, those 2 are definitely my heart for sure. My fault, y'all. Like since my nephew was like 3, 4 years old, he would definitely always tell me, like, Uncle Ted, you alright? I'm like, yeah, nephew, I'm cool. Cause by this time, my nephew asked me, I'm cool, I'm fine. I don't care about nothing else. He'd be like, alright, Uncle Ted, I love you. That's it. That's all I need to hear for the day. Me and thinking about that, that gets me through the day. Or how my niece, when she used to stay at my crib, every time I come home from work, she would run up to the door and hug my leg and just don't let go. She's still the same to this day too. Like it's crazy. Like them two, definitely, definitely my heart for sure. So after you figure out what you're gonna do to get you through the day, or the few things you gotta think about to get you through the day to have a good day. All right. So now that that's out the way, you gotta think about what you're gonna do when you're in a bad mood or when your bad days is happening. Listen, where we come from, how we grow up, our crazy is valid. It's okay to be crazy. Come to think of it, what is crazy? Like your mental breakdowns are valid because PTSD is what it is for us by default. That don't mean you get to go out here and act crazy. Well, not act crazy, but act like you don't know what's going on or do stupid things to other people and stuff like that. That's not cool. In some cases, it may be valid as well, but that don't make it right. About something being valid and being right is two different things. So, with that being said, when you're having a bad day, you have to think about what it is you got to do. So, I'm one of them people, I know, and I just found this out by myself. I'm one of the people that can't sit in the dark. I can't sit in rooms by myself. Like, I got to move around. Like, my anxiety just go up. I can't, listen, I'm moving around now. 2 or 3 years ago, I'm sitting in that room. I'm eating a bunch of bullshit. I'm mad. I'm throwing temper tantrum like a little ass kid. Like I'm doing all that. So now, no, I'm moving my ass around. So my fault. So with that being said, if you one of them people that just gotta rock back and forth, by all means become a rocking chair. To shake that shit, become a rocking chair. If you one of them people that holds a lot inside, go outside and get your Coming to America on. Yell to the top of your lungs, good morning, my neighbors. If you gotta be Jody from Baby Boy, I am the master of all my abilities. Do that. It's okay. Matter of fact, I do you one better. If you one of them people that gotta go upstairs and look in the mirror and rap and talk to yourself in the mirror, do that. Get your Issa Rae on. It might help with your insecurities. See what I did there? No, corny ass joke. But anyway, do that. I'm trying to tell you, when you're in an uncomfortable state, you gotta make your uncomfortable comfy. So in your head, you gotta create a living room. You gotta put a love seat in there, a motherfucking sofa, a recliner. Throw in the California King if you had to. Like, this is your mental we talking about, and this is how you piece together certain things. And this is why I said this is 90% of what's going on. So after you figure out your how to get through a good day or something that help you to make your day better, now you know what to do to turn around your bad day, because everyone is going to have bad days, but it's up to you to figure out how to get up out of it. I mean, like I said, some people could just bad days, they could sit and just embrace the badness of the day. Me, I can't do that. Like I'll pretend now. I'm learning how to pretend. My fault, sorry. T, you gotta wait. My bad, T. You gotta wait. I'm recording. But yeah. So next, after you do all that, you figure out the goods and the bads. Now, my next thing is, don't set weight goals at all. Do not set weight goals. I'm trying to tell you, if you keep looking at that scale and 1 minute is up, next minute is down, your weight fluctuates. So leave the scale out of it. Don't set weight goals. For me, I start losing weight because of certain health problems or whatever the case may be, and I'm not a fan of setting goals anymore. Like, I sworn by the time I was 30 I was gonna have kids and I was gonna be married. One, can't have kids. God, like, no, boy, you wildin'. Like, you're not healthy. How you gonna chase these kids around? So I'm gonna diagnose you with male infertility. And as far as being married, you don't love yourself, so how you gonna love somebody else? That's dead. But he also told me, I'ma still leave you with your talents that I bless you with, and those qualities I made sure you was born with, you're gonna learn how to use them. So that's kind of like what I'm doing now. Like, I'm not mad, I'm not angry. Like, the whole 30 thing Get that out the window too. Like putting ages and stuff and limits on things. Stop it. It don't matter. It don't matter. Everybody has time to do what they got to do. Time is something available to everyone till it's not. It's that simple. So don't set weight goals. I mean, you can if you like. If that's what you want to do to keep track of what it is, what you're doing, that's fine. But I start working out and moving around to feel better. It wasn't even necessarily about losing weight. So don't set weight goals. Next, don't do routines. I'm not a fan of routines, like I said. The way I start losing weight and doing things, I kept my body in a state of confusion so it don't get used to anything. That's why I kind of keep my mind in a state of confusion because I want to be prepared for any and everything to happen. Like it's about adaptability. So I say the no routine thing, like you gotta be a GPS with a glitch. Like you can't have no destination. Cause first thing first, once you start this lifestyle, you're in it. It's like a game. Once you're in, there's no way out. And one thing about routines, what happens when you're in a routine? You do the same thing every day. When you do the same thing every day, what happens? You get complacent. When you get complacent, one of two things happen. You either get tired of what it is you're doing and you stop, or you get used to what you're doing. And when you get used to what you're doing, it becomes effortless. I didn't lose 80 pounds being effortless, so the whole routine thing, stop. I'm not with it, but y'all enjoy. The next thing for me is I kind of like cut out like a lot of social activities. Like I know me, when I'm going through something, I tend to overindulge. So I would drink a lot or I would eat a lot of food on bar nights and stuff like that. That's is how I gained a lot of weight too. And when I do that, it's like you get overly emotional, then you get drunk testing start, then it's just all bad. So the social activities, try to like keep it to birthday events or costume parties. I just did a costume party, whatever the case may be, but that's it. I cut it out for myself. After that, this is one of the most important things. You have to find that inner child. You have to gain a bit of innocence. And I say that because you have to gain innocence to make yourself believe that the world is not all bad. So for me, like listen, ladies, call up your girlfriends, or if y'all arguing with another group of women, whatever the case may be, exchange numbers, have a double dutch tournament. You know, get it popping. Whoever got ends, that's y'all discretion. Fellas, PS5 better come out. You know, exchange gamer tags. You beefing with this neighborhood, y'all beefing. Exchange gamer tags. Take that shit to the park on 2K. Like, that would be something thorough to do. Find your inner child. Like, listen, on my good day, I'm playing with my connects. I'm drawing. I'm back into my art again. I'm eating bowls of cereals, watching cartoons. I'm being a child, like, and that's okay. Like, you don't have to be childish to be a child. So one day out of the week, just let it free. Cause the other six, you damn sure gonna be adult for sure. So definitely do that. Another thing, try to find like a hobby or a new skill. Like for me, putting out content is something I'm wanting to do. It might not be the best quality now, but as I do more research, it's gonna be on and popping later on for sure. Especially if y'all stay with me. And like I said, I'm drawing again. Like I'm loving my art. Like I'm loving the sketching and everything again. Like that's my happy place. That's my home for me. So like I said, that's the mental aspect of it, and we all gonna be good if y'all follow that. Trust me. If y'all follow those steps, y'all gonna be good. So the next part is the diet. Now for me, my diet is different because one, I work overnight and I work a lot of 16-hour shifts. So this goes back to what I said, keep your body in a confusion state. I keep my body in a confused state because I don't want to get used to anything. When you start to get used to stuff, is your body's going to plateau as you lose weight. So for me, I intermittent fast. I don't eat past 4 o'clock. But that could just be for 1 week. The next week, my time might change, or sometimes I do 1 meal a day. For the most part, though, it's usually me not eating past 4 o'clock, only between 8 and 4. I switch my breakfasts and dinners and lunch times. I mix them up. and my snack times too. Like, I don't eat the same thing every day. Like, listen, keep your body confused, but make sure you're getting the right nutrients too. That's important. Another thing, meal prep. I meal prep to see if I could do it and if I like it. I actually do it because I actually like cooking as well. I definitely weigh my food, counted calories, just to get the right feel for it, to make sure I'm doing it the right way so I can show y'all. I actually got footage too, so I'll definitely post a meal prep video for y'all real soon. Definitely do that. Understand nutrition facts. Understand per serving and the calories and the grams of everything you're intaking in your food. That is important, especially if you're really focusing on losing weight. I did no caffeine, no sugar, no soda. Green smoothies is what I drink. Water, tequila on my solid days, I guess. Definitely tequila for sure. I'm not even gonna bullshit y'all. The way I prepare my green smoothies, I put everything in like a Ziploc bag and just put them in the freezer. And I have like 5 already lined up. So when I come home, I just put them in a blender and that just be that. So after you done all that, or whatever the case may be. Oh yeah, another thing. I usually fast 1 day out the week to just give my body time to get rid of that waste and recuperate and get ready for what I'm about to do the next week or whatever the case may be. That's what I do. And it's usually on Friday. You know, Friday is payday. And this go back to like social activities. Like, I don't even want to go out. Like, I don't want to spend money. I don't want to eat bullshit. So I'm going to stay in the crib. That wasn't the case a couple Fridays ago, but yeah. So basically, don't eat bullshit. Like, I cut my calories to 1,700. My body, without doing nothing, burns between 24 to 2,800 calories. So even without me working out and just the caloric deficit thing, I would have been cool anyway. Definitely keep your body in a confused state so it don't get used to anything. Your body will burn more calories knowing it don't know what's coming up next, because your body has to think. So when your body got to think, it burns a lot of calories. Trust me. I'm speaking from experience here too, as y'all can see. So that's the diet part of it. Next, I'm trying to tell y'all, pay close attention to this, man. Seriously. Next for me is the physical. And I say physical is 2% because if you don't do, if you only do the first two part of this, the mental and the diet, you're still going to lose weight. Because like I said, the caloric deficit or whatever the case may be, you do that, you're still going to lose weight. Probably not as rapid or as much. But if you just want to lose 10 pounds over a year or something like that, that's going to happen. So, listen, the physical part of this is simple. Just move your ass around. I'm trying to tell you, like, you got to trick your mind into thinking, if I don't move, then this is going to happen. So for me, where I work at, the area is like 3 miles. The square feet is probably like 3 miles, 2 to 3 miles, or 2.5 to 3 miles. So when I'm on my lunch break, that 30 minutes, I'm walking 2 miles. Because at my job, all I do is sit down. So in the midst of me sitting down, I'm doing 100 push-ups, not straight, in increments. I'm doing 100 squats. I'm doing 100 sit-ups. Like, you got to trick your mind into moving. Like, I'm reading when I'm at work or whatever the case may be. And another thing, when I get off work, it's this traffic light. I know if I make it right, I'm going home, I'm going to go to sleep. But I know if I go through this light, the park is to the left. So I'm definitely going to go to the park and I'm going to run this trail. Because the trail is a mile long. You run it twice, then you good. So in that span between my 4 a.m. lunch break and me running the trail in the morning, by that, and it's going to be a miscellaneous mile in there because you moving around, walking to your car, the parking lot, whatever the case may be. You already done 5 miles before 9 o'clock. That's within like a 5-hour span. You just did a mile an hour without even thinking about it, for real, for real. And you still got the rest of the day to yourself. Well, like I said, I work a lot of doubles, so I'll probably have to be back to work at 3 or at 7. But If I didn't, I would have to be back to work at 11 p.m. So by that time, I already did 5 miles, and I could still put in more work if I want to when I get home. That's up to me. In some cases, I did. On my real bad days, like I'm putting in work. Like I ain't doing nothing else. Like I'm gonna put in some work for real. And at the same time as that too, for me, when I do miles, I run in my neighborhood. My fault, y'all. Gotta turn this off. That's rude of me. But like I was saying, I run in my neighborhood because the neighborhood embraced me. Like my 2-9 family, appreciate y'all. Everybody on 33rd and Allegheny, appreciate y'all. Seriously, and everyone in between. Like when I run, I'm being embraced. It'd be some days the old lady sitting on the steps. I come back, they be like, damn, that was fast. How many miles you just do? It's usually like 2.5 to 3, whatever the case may be. Like the old heads with the old Kangos on, they giving me pounds as I'm running. Like that is so cool to me. Like it's let me know I'm doing something right, and it's a feel good feeling for them to see that. You know where we come from, like it's tough. So it's good to have like a feel good story. So definitely just moving around. Like I ride my bike two times out the week. Sometimes my pop ride his bike with me, and it'd be like the coolest thing ever. I run 3 to 4 times out the week, and I work out. Mind you, this is no gym. I have a weight bench, a dumbbell, and a small punching bag. That's it. I work out an hour. That's all. I just put in a lot of work. Granted, everything I just did is not going to work because I had a lot of weight to lose. I was 375 pounds, so me just moving around a little bit, I was going to drop the weight regardless because it's my body, it got to work hard for my heaviness. It got to compensate for the heaviness that I was. So definitely just moving around. Try to do what's best for you, for your comfort level. Like I said, I don't believe in trainers. YouTube show you everything. Like they show you how to change the transmission on YouTube. Like do your research, get to know your body, understand what your body can and cannot take. If you know you got bad knees, don't run on concrete. If you know you got a bad back, try not to do as many squats or try to bench press less or something like that. Like just get to know your body and get to know yourself in the process. Like I said, my driving force was totally different for this. At the beginning of this year, I actually told myself, I said, yo, this year is going to be different. Like, I know I need a fresh start. I know I got to change certain things. Mind you, the fresh start that happened, like, it kind of like was a kick in the nuts because you get to humble yourself a little bit, and that's okay. Like, I was diagnosed with male infertility at the end of last year. Then me and my significant others, we called it quits, which is okay. We was both toxic for each other, and that's fine. Then after that, I got COVID. Almost died. I had pneumonia and everything. So my driving force with that was hearing my mom cry as I'm going to the stretcher, or reading text messages from my brother saying, "Bro, don't you die on me." Like that's my driving force, and being diagnosed with sleep apnea and shit like that, gotta be put on CPAP machines and shit. Like, no, I'm not sleeping with no machine. You kidding me? I'm going to the gym. Like, I'm going to move around. I'm going to work out. I'm going to run these miles. Like, no, that can't be it. And like I said, this was a calling from God because everything, all that happened in like the first 5 months of the year, like the first 5. The last 6, I dropped 80. My credit score is better. I'm financially better for real, for real. Like, I'm kind of like having it my way, and not to be like braggadocious or whatever, I kind of like always had it my way, but I just didn't appreciate it. I always thought that it wasn't enough. I always thought that the stuff I was doing just, it wasn't quite there. And that goes with identity crisis too. When you're dealing with identity crisis like I was, you tend to do asinine shit. Like, I'm 23, 24. Why am I taking 6 classes and working 4 jobs? Why? While having a relationship and friendships? Like, that's the dumbest shit ever. Like, why are you trying to be Superman at such a young age? That's dumb. And that's what contribute to a lot of my depression as well. During that time, I gained about 50 pounds. I'm working this much and I'm eating a lot of processed foods. I'm working overnight. Wawa is the trip. You know, you go to Wawa, they don't have regular sized bags of chips. I'm getting 2 of the big ass Jones. Like, no, that's not cool. And during this time, I was in the hospital twice for heart and chest complications. And I still didn't stop. So 2020 definitely did a number on everybody, but I'm not gonna lie, it was a good number for me. Like, I'm embracing this shit. Like, I got to. Like, I done been through too much. And when I say I've been through too much, I put myself through that shit myself because I want to be unhappy and dealing with self-hate and shit like that. Like, that shit not cool. Like, trust me, it's not it. So, the mental, the diet, and the physical. That's all you need. And another thing I'm gonna need y'all to do is just 4 things. And this is important. You gotta do all 4. You gotta do all 4 of these things every day. You gotta do something for your mental. You gotta do something for your emotions. You have to do something for your spiritual. You have to do something for your physical. What I do for my mental is I meditate and I make sure my bed is made. I'm going to tell y'all about my make-up bed theory in a different video. And when I do, y'all going to be like, damn, that's deep. That's real. What I do for my physical, 10,000 steps, 100 push-ups a day, whatever the case may be. What I do for my emotions, I draw, I read, I write. I listen to a lot of music. Like, music is my thing. What I do for my spiritual, I'm just getting into finding faith. I never been like a real religious person. Like, I'm just learning how to pray and read Bible scriptures and try to interpret the Bible the best way I can, or whatever the case may be. Like, that's what I'm doing spiritual. I'm giving compliments. I'm smiling more. I'm helping people. I'm dropping content so people with my story, they can apply it to their lives as well too. So, something for the mental, something for the physical, something for the spiritual, something for the emotions. You gotta do all 4 every day. Now listen, that's my spill for this video. Listen, 80 pounds in 6 months, no gym during the pandemic. I definitely appreciate the love I've been receiving. It goes unnoticed. I love y'all. And y'all definitely be getting me through my days. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, Big Homie had a tough stretch for a very long time, and outside looking in, a lot of my friends probably didn't even know. A lot of people that's just watching my life and how things are unfolding on my social medias and stuff like that, they probably thought I had it good. Again, wish I did, but I didn't embrace it. So that's totally my fault, and I'm learning. You don't stop learning the older you get, so I'm definitely still learning. Alright, y'all. That's my spill for this video. I gave y'all everything that I had. If you follow that to the best of your abilities, I'm almost definite some good things will happen. Any questions or comments, hit the comment section below. Hit me up on Instagram, follow me, Still With The Juice. Email me, stillwiththejuice@gmail.com. STEELWITDAJUICE. And yeah, we definitely gonna keep getting after it, man. I appreciate y'all, and we just gonna keep making moves. Remember to subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and knock on that notification bell. Still Standing Squad, we out. Be safe.